Hello, I am Sharon Framingham, the author of the Octagonal Mindset. The Octagonal Mindset is all about how to move yourself from survive to thrive. If you have a big goal that you want to achieve, or a big change or transformation that you'd like to see in your life, how do you go about doing it? It's a strategy and an action plan that I've implemented in my own life because I was struggling and I wasn't living and seeing the things in my life that I dreamed of. So I developed the Octagonal Mindset to help myself and also the clients that I work with to really achieve the things that are really important to us. And today what I want to talk to you about is a big move, big change. Today is 1 year since we moved to France. And we moved our whole family. Me and my husband, we have 2 young children. Lila is 4 and Jakaya is 2. And when we moved here a year ago, obviously they were 3 and 1. And it was a big, huge thing for us. It's something we dreamed of doing, and since we got married in 2011, we have dreamed a dream of moving to France. And during that time, we've gone through periods of, yes, we're going, to, we're too scared. 1 year ago today, we finally got the courage to make the move, and here we are. And I just want to talk about how we did that and how we utilised the Octagonal Mindset in making that move. So the first thing in the Octagonal Mindset is fear. Number one thing that stops us from doing the thing that we want to do is fear of failure. Ultimately, for me and for most of the clients that I work with, the fear of failure is the number one thing, the biggest fear for so many people. And it was for us. What if we move to France and it's awful and we find it really hard? What if we have to come home? All those things went through our minds, and we had to decide that it was okay to go to France and decide it's not for us, it's not a good fit for our family, and we're going to come back again. We had to decide that was okay, and we had to be comfortable with things being difficult, with the uncomfortable, which is the first thing we had to come to that place. The second thing is original. So we had to know who we were and who God had made us to be, and what the things about us that meant moving to France would be a good choice for us. So for both Sam and I, we are used to working hard, we're used to digging in, we're used to doing whatever we need to do to make things happen. So that's who we are. So that's made it easier for us to make that move and to be creative and resilient. And the year has been difficult, and we've had to rely on those things, but we knew moving here that we already had them in our pocket, and also what skills and abilities and strengths that we had, because we moved here without work. So we needed to know what skills, what abilities, what gifts have we got that we can utilise when we get into France when we actually don't speak French. So that was the second one. And the third one is respect the process. And respect the process is that things are going to take time and they're going to be difficult and often take longer than you expect them to be. And for us, it took us a long while to get to the point where we were ready to take the leap and move to France. But also, once we got here, it wasn't tickety-boo straight away. There's challenges there. The challenges will never disappear, actually. But in dealing with those, and for example, being a long way away from family is always going to be a challenge that we're going to continue to live with. But on top of that, there's other things that are less difficult. So that's for us an easy one. And then the next one is a G for generosity. So be generous with yourselves. For us, it's a dream we had just would not go away, that we held in our hearts. And we had a great life in London and then in Lincoln, and we loved that, but we knew that there was a new challenge and a new adventure for us that we could not escape, that was written into our hearts and we could not escape from. So we had to be generous with ourselves and say, actually, we're going to put what we want and go for it, and that's what we did. The next one is about innocence, and it's about knowing what your motive is. It's ultimately about kindness and your motive. And we moved to France because we felt it's something that God had put onto our hearts, but also for the family lifestyle that we can live here. We love France and it's great for family life, and for us that's a real priority, is spending time together as a family and with our children. And France is great for that. For anyone who's spent any time here will know. Next one is value, and what is important, what's the most important thing. And as I said, for us that has been family life and being true to ourselves, who God's made us to be, and following and stepping out into that. So it helped us to keep perspective and realise that actually France was really high on our values list. The next thing is empathy, and that's understanding yourself but also other people. So one of the difficulties was, for some people it was difficult to understand why we would want to make the move. So empathy helped us to understand their perspective, and also understand that just because it's not right for everybody doesn't mean to say it's not right for you. So allow yourself to stand in their shoes but walk in your own shoes. That's really what empathy is about. And the next one is sustain, and that's so important when you're making a big decision. I said at the beginning that we were willing to fail, but also you have to be willing to commit. And for us, we came to France with the idea and the dream and the hope that it would be forever, but also knowing that wherever God leads us, we're going to go there. But we came committed to France, and there's been times when we've struggled and find things difficult, but so that commitment has really helped us to dig in, dig down, and to stay and to pursue the thing that's most important to us. So that's a quick overview over what it has been for us. And Octagonal Mindset is FORGIVES, which is forgives. Ultimately, Octagonal Mindset is about day by day, you're going to get things wrong, you're going to make mistakes, you've got to forgive yourself and other people. And as we learn to forgive ourselves and other people, we can change the world. So if there's something that a big change or a big decision that you're facing today, hope this is helpful for you, and my prayer is to inspire and encourage you. Okay, have a great day.